Hi there, welcome back to my channel, Horror Flicks with Nick. I'm in a bit of a different setup today, as today's video is going to be a little bit different, though still related to both horror movies and movie reviews. No movie, no matter how iconic or legendary, is loved by absolutely everyone. Even the most groundbreaking classic horror movies like The Exorcist or Jaws have people that think they are the worst movies ever made and that absolutely despise them. Recently, I found a quiz where you attempt to match classic horror movies with their rare one-star movie reviews. I thought this quiz would be a fun way to put my knowledge of horror movies to the test, and as well, put my blood pressure to the test as I read a lot of negative reviews for my favorite horror movies of all time. I have the quiz loaded here, I haven't opened it yet. I'll read each review to you one by one and make my guesses in real time. If you want to pause the video after each review, write down your own answer and see how you did, please do. That would be a lot of fun, and I'd love for you to comment your answers and see if you beat my score. With all that explanation out of the way, let's start with the first review. Wait for it. There's a bunny, there's a goat, there's even a hot chick in a cabin in the woods, but sadly, there's no witch. Okay, my gut instinct is Blair Witch Project because one of the famous criticisms for that movie was there's no witch actually seen, but they said bunny, goat, hot chick in the cabin, which I can only assume is Anna Taylor-Joy. My guess is the witch, and I don't want to get mad at the very first review because I understand the premise of this quiz, but I mean, there are witches in The Witch. There's like 20 witches at the end of that movie. I mean, okay, whatever. My guess is the witch. Slowly yet surely, it manages to droll through a vague and desperate "I'll bet you forgot Rosemary's Baby" storyline that culminates in the rebirth of some silly demon king that is made complete only after he receives a proper Jughead-styled crown. My guess is Hereditary, but also I just want to make it very clear that 2 questions in, I am very mad. Later on in the movie, after Disaster Dad and family have gotten the 5-year-old killed, Disaster Mom and Dad decide to bring another newborn into the world. We never see this scene, but it might have worked with a John Cleese cameo. No sound please, we're British. Okay, this one's not as obvious as the other two. Lots of families have their kids die in horror movies. My first thought is Pet Sematary, but they don't have another newborn. I really like the phrase disaster mom and disaster dad. Decide to bring another, Quiet Place. They have a new kid. Okay, okay, British, that's also a clue. My guess is A Quiet Place. It is Blair Witch Goes Suburban, where cafe lattes, wine, a flat screen TV, and plush furniture replace roughing it by camping in the Maryland woods. Okay, I think this one kind of stumps me. Oh man. Blair Witch. Okay, so what has a witch but has also a flat screen TV? Can I say Bewitched? No, okay, that's stupid. I don't know. I'm gonna say Paranormal Activity because I mean it's found footage. Oh, that kind of makes sense. Okay, wait, no, that's not a bad guess. My guess is Paranormal Activity. They never explain or even bother trying to find out where it came from or why it just wants to have sex with people to death. Okay, another pretty obvious but also very funny review. My guess is It Follows, and I just want to say, opposite of my hatred for the Hereditary commenter, I want to thank you for using the phrase, just wants to sex people to death. At the end of the movie, I'm not sure if anyone caught this, but there was a giant quote telling people to worship God and fear the devil. Not to mention the convenience that you cannot move out of a haunted house, you need a priest to bless it. Okay, this is another kind of funny one. This person's getting mad about some movie pushing religion on them. I think The Conjuring ends with a quote that seems like a very that or The Exorcist. Oh god. I don't normally pay attention to credits too closely. I'm gonna say, I think it's The Conjuring. I'm gonna guess The Conjuring. Studio Executive Number 1. What was the plot again? Studio Executive Number 2. Aw darn, I forget. Let's just add another gratuitous skinless body. Number 1. Oh, and why is Pinguy mad? 2. He has pins in his face? Another case of great review, pretty obvious answer. It says pin within it. My answer is Hellraiser. What was the purpose of the big guy with the pyramid hat and big knife? Okay, again, probably gonna make this pretty quick. I'm pretty certain that this is Silent Hill. Does it matter? Silent Hill 1 or Silent Hill? Harry Potter does a great job in his first breakout role, but the story comes up short with minimal scares and a crawling pace. Okay, this is one of the few with like legitimate film criticism. Wouldn't Harry Potter's breakout role be Harry Potter? What? Okay, well, Daniel Radcliffe. What horror movie has Daniel Radcliffe been in? Swiss Army Man? No. What's the one where he had like guns taped to his arm? That wouldn't be in here. Oh. My guess is A Woman in Black. The Woman in Black. Judges, The Woman in Black. If I was lit on fire, I wouldn't get up. I would just lay there because I would be in an ass load of pain. It was a doll that could feel pain. Hell, give me a lighter and some gas. I'll kill the little bitch. Okay, this one is very aggressive. Okay, it's probably either Annabelle or Child's Play. I'm leaning towards Child's Play just because I think, yeah, they said fire. I don't think anyone tries to light Annabelle on fire. My guess is Child's Play. I think the entire budget of the movie went to beer and pizza and twigs and rocks. Okay, the first half could have been any horror movie, but I think the twigs and rocks, my guess this time is Blair Witch Project. It's just a string of murders and mayhem committed by the bitch girl, and then everyone says, how can it be her? She's from Russia. And the same thing goes on for 2 hours. This one's written like poetry. There's a bitch Russian girl, and people think it can't be her because she's from Russia? What movie do people think a killer can't be a killer because they're Russian? Is this The Orphan? She's Russian, right? But they didn't think it was because she was Russian. They thought it was because she was a little girl. That seems right, though. I'm going to say The Orphan. My guess is The Orphan. Since when does possessing the gift of telekinesis also include allowing that person the ability to fly? Sheesh. Like, give me a break already. Okay, I should probably start speeding these guesses up. I'm going to say Carrie. Telekinesis, it seems like kind of a slam dunk. My guess is Carrie. What were the kids doing the rest of the summer as they started seeing the clown as soon as school was out? Were they just having terrifying hallucinations of a killer clown and then enjoying the rest of their summer at the beach before going out and hunting it down? My guess is it. These blind, deaf, senseless, and fragile cave creatures were also supposed to be able to sneak out at night to kill moose and cattle. How did they do that then? How did they know it was night? How did nobody see them? Why bother going back into the cave? My guess is The Descent. It's hard to believe a smart writer can't cook. Who cannot cook these days? Well, in a movie, I mean. There's a guy stalking a mute girl in a house in the middle of the forest. Cliches, cliches, and more cliches. My guess is Hush. His friend wasn't even a police officer. He worked in an airport. My guess is Get Out. The whole movie title series has one message. If you can save someone's life, don't bother. My guess is Final Destination. A, you know he will survive in the end. B, you know he cannot escape before the 100 minutes are up because the movie would then end too soon. Hence the equation A plus B equals dull, predictable garbage. Furthermore, A plus B plus frantic overacting plus idiotic plot twists plus bad casting equal typical Stephen Hawkingsian junk. Oh my god, this one is angry. I really like the way this one is written. I wish all my reviews were this scathing. 100 minutes are up. They can't escape. Oh god. What is a Stephen King one where they can't escape from somewhere? I'm gonna guess Cujo. I think this might be the first one of the few that I get wrong. Stephen King. Oh no, but they had plot twists though. The Shining? Misery. I'm gonna say Misery? Would this be Misery? Would they hate... Do people hate Misery? Okay, oh god. I don't want this video to go too long. Bad casting. What's a Stephen King movie with bad... Would it be The Shining? Would people be mad at Jack Nicholson at the time? Ooh, give me like 30 seconds to think. I'm gonna cut ahead in the video. Okay, I've thought about it for like 30 extra seconds. I'm nowhere closer. I don't want to cheat by thinking too long. So I'm just gonna go with my initial guess. I'm gonna say this is about Misery. 90% of the film is just pointless underwater footage of people scuba diving. The scenes go nowhere and last several minutes. They also seem to be quite common. Okay, this one's really gonna stump me. Lots of things take place underwater, scuba divers. I mean, they basically just said well, I mean, the last line says they seem quite common. I don't know what that means. Oh god, okay, this is definitely gonna be one of the ones I get wrong. I'm gonna just throw a dart, and then I'm gonna guess Jaws, because I mean there's scuba scenes in that. Some people find that boring. My guess is Jaws. 19 out of 20. The one that I knew I got wrong as soon as I answered it was the one about scuba divers. The answer was not Jaws, it was Creature from the Black Lagoon. And honestly, I don't even feel that bad about that one. It was a pretty vague clue. It was like scuba divers. It could have been a lot of things. It could have been like the Abyss, Leviathan. Overall, I'm pretty proud of my results. Was hoping for 100. This was a lot easier than I thought it would be. But again, let me know. Comment down below. Let me know what you did. Let me know if you enjoyed this type of video. I thought it was kind of fun. I kind of want to try to find a harder horror quiz. Maybe not this exact premise, or maybe this exact premise, but slightly harder. Again, yeah, I mean, comment down below. Let me know how you did. Let me know if you enjoyed this. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Every Friday I post horror reviews and other horror content. As well, on Mondays I post 2-minute recommendations for the best horror movies you can watch on streaming services like Netflix, Amazon, and Shudder. Thank you all for watching. Fuck the guy that said Hereditary was bad, and I'll see you next week. Bye.